This is a walk-in freezer, not a very big walk-in freezer, but we're starting to lose. We're starting to lose it. Normally around -4 Fahrenheit, -5 Fahrenheit, and it wasn't going below 16, so plus 16. And that is the defrost timer right there. That defrost timer, part of it is, I kind of like these type actually. It's an analog clock that just rotates. And you have these little screws here. There's 4. It was on midnight, 6 a.m., 1600, which is 4 p.m., and then 8 p.m. I took all those out of there for now. I'm manually defrosting it. And see this red wire right there? That red wire right there, which is a number 3 lug there. It's about 7, let's see here, whoops. 7.2. You kind of want to center that in there. It was 7.6, so it's like a little 7.4. It's got it's drawing 7.4 amps. It was drawing 7.6 amps. This red one here powers up the electric resistance. One of the walk-in coolers, chill boxes just kicked on right behind me. So we got 7.4 amps going to the resistance heaters for defrost down there in the freezer. It's only like a 10-foot by 10-foot freeze box. This one here, this powers the this one powers the evap fan motors. So what was happening, the evap fan motors sometimes were not coming on, which would cause ice to build up on the evaporator coil. Because refrigerant is still going past the expansion valve, which that goes to the low side of the system. The expansion valve is where it goes from the high side of the system to low side of the system. And it gets low pressure, it flashes off, the refrigerant flashes off and picks up heat. And then it comes to the condenser, and the heat is removed with an air-cooled condenser in this case. But that's the compressor contactor right there. And sometimes defrost timers can cause the fans to not run. But also, this blue one here powers the thermostat down inside the freeze box. And it also then goes in series through a little clicks-on switch, which is mounted right against the coil, the little end, where all the end tubes, return tubes, and the coil go back and forth in the evaporator coil. Well, it's like a little 1 1/4 inch or round red encapsulated with plastic stuff, and has 3 wires on it, and that power goes through that too, and that's the defrost termination thermostat. It opens at a certain temperature, but if you don't have, I got to clean that. I think it might be the problem actually, because I don't think it's the defrost timer now, because I've been defrosting it by hand, so I want to make sure the fans come back on. I don't want the fans to not come on, especially today's Saturday, so I just can check this blue wire here, which goes to number 4 on the defrost timer. I'll check that as soon as it kicks back off. As soon as the heaters kick off and there'll be no more amperage being drawn out of this one, then this one should go to about 1.1 or 1.0 amps. And then that'll tell me the evap fans are running. I can't go down there and check them right now. So that's just one way I can tell the evap fans down in the building are running. And then I'll take this screw out. I'm going to clean the surface underneath the defrost termination thermostat. The defrost termination thermostat is also a time delay for the fan motors. So if you don't have it really clean on there, they go out too. But I have a new one of these. I actually 2 months ago ordered a new one of these defrost timers, analog defrost timer, and you can hear it clicking. Then I'll take this screw back out. Then I'll put all the screws back in there. Keep an eye on it. But I might mark on here which wire, just might make it easier for the next guy. I think I'll mark on there light blue wire to terminal 4 in the center terminal. That is the power to the evap fans, which should also, I'm nearly certain that one also goes through the thermostat and through the defrost termination thermostat and time delay for the fans. But yeah, this one definitely here, this one red one here, that one it's kind of light red. That is definitely the heater, electric resistance heaters inside for the defrost on the coil. So I'm just kind of waiting for her to go defrost right now. I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday, but it wasn't really building that much ice up. But this is just a little unit, actually, up here. Let's see. It's a Trenton, and this is my Fluke Fluke clamp-on amp clamp. I have one at home. It's a snap-on. It's made for, it's very, this one's AC. You can get DC ones that have DC as well, which what that come in handy for is checking your car to see what the amp draw of the starter is. And this is my multimeter here. Fluke makes good stuff. And this unit, see, it's not really that big. It's a walk-in freezer, and the chill boxes are even smaller. Air-cooled condenser on the chill box. But these are both exactly the same. So we've got to keep an eye on these babies and check them for leaks. It's good to check some systems for leaks before you have a problem. It's always a good idea. And I'm going to get a new electronic leak detector, Baccarat H something. What is it? They're pretty expensive. I was using, I have one right now, which is a Inficon. I have a scale too, very accurate refrigerant scale. But Baccarat, that's rated as one of the best ones. So I'm gonna get one of those. It might be about $650 or so. What a nice day. Today is Saturday, the 3rd of August, 2019. And tomorrow it's supposed to be about 80 today. And it's 9:22 a.m. Tomorrow is supposed to be 90. Monday, 92. Tuesday, 90. Then I'm hoping those will be the last days that hot until June. I do a lot of watering and irrigating at my place, and animals, when it's this time of the year, animals come out of the woodwork, well, out of the woods. Little garter snakes and chipmunks, they all like it around there. The robins, they know how to, they're skilled at catching little worms and stuff. I'll be out there wetting the places down and stuff, and I go, where'd you get that worm? They're pretty good little hunters. And I got to put a bird feeder up too. You can actually put high-tech stuff on units to see what it's doing when you're not there. They have some really cool electrical test recording devices.